So here I have some distilled water inside of this petri dish. And I also have some potassium iodide solution, half molar. Put that in there as well. I put more in there, but just showing you that it is in there. And I also have some phenolphthalein, some pH indicator. So I put that in there. And here I have a power supply. So these are pencil rods. So just the lead of your pencil, which is actually made of carbon. But it does still say lead there, but it's actually made of carbon. And I take these carbon rods, these graphite rods, and I place them into this solution. And what we're going to do is we're going to electrolyze this solution of potassium iodide. So you can see at this black anode, I'm producing a pink substance. And at this red cathode, if you look a little bit closer, but I'm producing a yellow substance. And if you can look really closely, I'm going to try to hold this with one hand, so that way you can see really closely. If you look really closely, you can see that the cathode, the red one, is actually producing some solid. You see the solid there? That wasn't there before. That's solid iodine. And the pink substance, that's potassium hydroxide. All right, so we'll take these out for a second. I'll kind of go over the reaction with you. So over here, we have the reaction. I had the potassium iodide, that was aqueous iodide. I put some electricity into it, and I got potassium solid and iodine solid. Then pulling back, you can see that, let me back this up, you can see that the solid potassium, when it reacts with the water, what it produces is H2 gas. So if you looked really closely at this, at the pink that was being produced, that rod, there were little bubbles, and those bubbles were hydrogen gas. And the potassium hydroxide, put this up so you can see it better, and the potassium hydroxide was reacting with the pH indicator, the phenolphthalein. So the phenolphthalein here with the KOH turns pink. Phenolphthalein in a basic solution turns pink. There were bubbles, and the iodine, the I2 with water, it's a orange, yellowish color. We'll back this up so you can see it. You can see this reaction as well. And we'll talk about this reaction. That actually produces a small amount of acid when it goes through an equilibrium reaction. But we'll talk about equilibrium at a later time.